Customers love to ask for SLAs in their contracts, and most suppliers are more than happy to comply with that request. And yet, the thing that most often causes a rift between customer and supplier is poor quality of service, which is weird because you would think with all of the SLAs in the contract, service levels should be the least of your worries. But that in and of itself is one of the major culprits. All of the SLAs. Do we really need that many? What kind of a reporting burden are we putting on the supplier? Could it be that they're so wrapped up in making sure 100 reports go out every month that it's causing the quality of the actual product or service to suffer? And is anyone really tracking those SLAs on the customer side? Are we actually reading those 100 reports every month? Maybe when it comes to SLAs, we should take a less is more approach. Really drill down on what you would like to measure in terms of supplier performance. But here's the catch. Make sure what you're asking for is actually measurable. One way to do that is by establishing a baseline. So if you're replacing or augmenting an existing product or service, take some time to establish your current state KPIs, your key performance indicators. What works, what doesn't, what are your performance metrics today, and how much of an improvement are you expecting? All of these things can be documented in the SLA portion of the contract, and it provides a clear measuring stick for how the supplier is performing. The other important thing to keep in mind is that SLAs should be enforceable. They should have some teeth. There's no point in spending days or weeks negotiating response times if there's no consequences when those times aren't met. And the consequences don't necessarily have to be punitive, like some financial penalty for missing an SLA. You can also address these issues and more effectively manage your strategic suppliers with regular business reviews. Create a scorecard and identify key stakeholders in your organization that are directly impacted by a particular supplier's performance, and then ask them to score the supplier. Then meet with the supplier and share the scorecard with them. Show them where they've done well and where they need to improve. But don't just leave it at that. Make sure you meet with the supplier again in a month, 3 months, 6 months, and see if there's been an improvement. Now, those are just 2 ways to measure and enforce SLAs. There's more. Mark and I go deeper into this topic in our Sourcing Essentials course. You can check it out in the training section of our website, oneviewnow.com, or message me if you want to know more about our corporate training program.